This podcast is powered by the Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan. If you're looking to start a podcast for your business or personal use, look no further than Mitt TV. They can get you access to equipment, a production engineer, and can even edit your podcast. That's all right here at Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan, and you can contact them right now via email at mitt.tvromeo@gmail.com. That's mitt.tvromeo@gmail.com. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kelly Stevens with the Northern Macomb Regional Chamber and also the Northern Macomb Foundation. We're here today with a board member, president of the chamber, Eric McClure.
Hello, everyone.
Dart Bank, and then he also serves on our board of directors for the foundation. I'll give you a little background on our foundation. We founded the foundation in 2018, and to be honest, it took us a little while to get it off the ground. The reason for going out and forming the foundation is the chamber is a 501c6, and our foundation is a 501c3. And as a 501c3, it gives us larger opportunities to acquire funding for the chamber through grant process. The foundation is run by a separate board from the chamber. Our current directors are Joe Warden of Tri-County Bank, Steve Balsam, L&L Products, Frank Wasung, Rolling Realty, Christina Muir Funeral Home, and Judge Jennifer Andary of the 42nd District Court. So, Eric, today, tell me about your experience. I know you joined the, we brought you on as an alternate, and right away you were interested in joining the foundation. You really liked the idea of the scholarship process, and I know we just went through that. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the part that excites me more than anything. So part of the scholarships are the different 5 high schools that we give money to. The first year I was involved, I was super impressed with the resumes, I call them, that each student filled out. Has all their accomplishments, their grade point averages. I looked and I was like, holy cow, these kids are incredible. And I thought about myself, reflecting back, and started giggling to myself, saying, wow, I could have done a lot more. But anyway, it just intrigued me. It was great to see the youth, how they're applying themselves in a school atmosphere. Also has all their extracurricular activities, all their time that they donate. And then me and the other members of the board were the ones that pick and who got the scholarships. So for me, it was just awesome to see that the youth is excelling, and they're doing a great job. And that's when I got hooked. And shortly after that, I was involved in doing the presentation of the different scholarships were given away and to the different schools. And that right there, each presentation is different. Each school is a little bit different. So it was really unique, and it really grabbed my heart. And now it's a big focus. It's very exciting for me.
Maybe we should list off who we actually do give it to. It's Romeo, Armada, Richmond, Memphis, and New Haven.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. This year, Memphis had some change in their counseling. Mm-hmm. So the counselor itself didn't have out the so-called, I call them resumes, but with the applications, yep, what they fill out. So this year we didn't give any funds there. But we did do the other 4 schools, and the only one I didn't get to go to this year was Armada, but I did go to the other ones with Joe Warden. So it was very impressive, very impressive.
So we did give 3 to Romeo High School.
Yes.
2 to Armada and 2 to Richmond, and then 1 to New Haven.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. It's awesome to see the fruits of our labor when you get to go see those kids.
Absolutely. It's part of that. We are really truly trying to give back to the community. We want to be involved. We want to be engaged. It's everything that the chamber itself is about. It's exactly what we're trying to do right now.
So the foundation, when we set it up, we had 3 pillars. We had one for advancing education, which our scholarships fall under. We had workforce and leadership, and then we had community. The workforce leadership was a hard one to get rolling, and we only gave away workforce starting last year.
Yes.
You want to talk about that, how that came about with the first responders?
Yeah. So we actually had 2 first responders, one from Bruce Township and one from Richmond, and they both needed EMT training, from what I recall.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty pricey. I didn't realize how much it was.
Right.
So we granted them the capabilities that we were going to pay for that EMT training for them. We did both of them, which was really unique. So we did Bruce Township and Richmond, 2 firefighters. But then the one in Richmond, actually, with this is a great little story. Actually, we got reimbursed for it because she ended up getting money from
the state of Michigan, where she was going to go to school.
Yeah.
They actually had applied for grants from the state of Michigan. And unbeknownst to her, when she accepted the check from us, they were granted the money for her to continue her education. But I really like that aspect, the workforce development in it. It came from Mike Philbrook, where he came to us and told us, he had been a firefighter way back in the day. And it's one of the job areas that is really underfunded with people going into it. So I think that was a great step in the workforce development area.
Yeah, he said that I remember what he was saying in regards to small communities, it's hard to recruit and bring from other communities here. So us offering something like that might put a little icing on the cake for them to be able to recruit new firefighters too. So,
and this year we're kind of looking at a different aspect of this. For those that don't know, there's a program called Leadership Macomb, and it's a 9-month program. And it's about the size of 50 businesses throughout the county that go through these programs throughout. It meets every month. And it's an opportunity for the attendees to really connect with people outside their circle of influence. So we are going to be putting together an application for Leadership Macomb and offer a scholarship for anybody, I think, that's a member of our chamber.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's nice to hear about it. And this year's new, I didn't know about this. So you mentioned it. I believe we had it at our last meeting. It just sounds like a great opportunity for somebody to get involved in. So that definitely will be something we'll be putting on the website in a short time period.
I did have the opportunity to go through, I think it was 2011-12 class frame, and I still see people that I was in those classes throughout Macomb County. That's the awesome connection, is you get outside your home environment and get to meet these people.
Yeah. Yep. It's a giant networking kind of in a way.
It is.
Yes.
It is. But you see them on a monthly basis, so you form these friendships. Yeah. So
absolutely. People
that you can reach out to for your business later on.
Yep.
You want to talk about how we get our funds to support what we're doing?
Yeah. We get it a few different ways, but the number one way is fundraising. Mm-hmm. So fundraising, we get donations. We do a lot of events for the fundraiser. The biggest fundraiser we had this last year was at the
Abbey on Main.
The Abbey on Main. Mm-hmm. That was the Moulin Rouge was our theme.
Correct.
That was a reverse raffle. We did that also with the
Romeo Kiwanis.
Yes, the Romeo Kiwanis. So we shared that event with them. It was successful.
It was very successful. And I think the combination, because they also were raising funds for their scholarships. So it is I know we're doing it for the chamber, but we're also doing it for the foundation, with the hopes that down the road we can have a few grants, come to us, and then we don't have to work so hard on the fundraising side of it, because it's taxing. You guys are all volunteers. We get you on these boards, and big expectations, right?
Yes, big expectations, and it is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. None of this happens without all the work that happens behind the scenes.
Right.
So it's worth it though. In the long run, the big picture, this is what it's all about.
It is. Our third pillar is community involvement, and I see us as the chamber and the foundation. We are involved in the community. We just haven't been able to find that project we wanted to really focus in on. And I think, coming up, we as a board can discuss, what we want to look at for community. Like I said, we launched this in 2018. We didn't know what we didn't know. Then we got sidetracked by the pandemic and really just went back to work at the whole getting monies out there since 2022, I think, right?
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. It is a lot of work. And it's funny how the more we get involved and the more we do, we learn more as we're going. This is not something you can just sign up for one day and just be successful. It takes its its toll on you, and it's something that it takes work. And we're not always going to succeed properly. Sometimes we go backwards a little bit to succeed.
Well, to that vein, since 2018, I think we have personally out of the office written 4 grants, and we're not successful at any one of them. So we have to fine tune that opportunity. Yep. So again, we don't have to work so hard on the fundraising portion. So do you have anything else that you would like to add about the
No,
foundation?
I just want anybody to know in the community that, please reach out to the chamber or the foundation. We accept any type of a check or anything from businesses that maybe have to have that tax write-off for the end of the year. So there's all sorts of different ways you can donate to us, and we can walk you through that.
Yeah. Again, we are a 501c3, and your donations are tax deductible. One other aspect, you don't necessarily have to be a member of the chamber. We're always looking for persons to serve on the foundation. So if you find an interest in what we're doing, trying to work amongst our communities we serve, raise your hand. We'll certainly acclimate you to what we're doing and get you on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. We're always looking for help, and we're looking for volunteers always. So yeah. It's a great organization to be part of. I'm very proud of it.
All right. On that note, I'm going to wrap up. We're here to announce our June member of the month is going to be North Star Bank.
All right.
No, are they competition?
No, absolutely. No.
North Star Bank is committed to the communities in which they live and serve. Its employees and directors provide extensive support in both time and money to numerous civic organizations. We happen to have Colby Green. He's the manager in the Richmond office serving on our board. And he just donated $10,000 worth of furniture to our Richmond office. Yes. Yeah. So we are very thankful and grateful for that donation. June 5th, we have a ribbon cutting for Best Life Realty at 209 Main Street at 1 p.m. June 8th is the 3rd annual Vintage Fest. The chamber will be hosting the beer and wine tent in the backyard of the Douglas House from noon to 6. We should have some music back there also. And then June 21st, our annual Night Under the Stars featuring Kendra Knobloch as this year's hometown success story. Should be a great evening. That one's always a fun one. It's more social. You have the Taste of Romeo, we have art and music, and then we have Kendra telling us her journey. Yeah. And it happens to be her retirement year, too.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. There's a little story you might not know about me and Kendra. She helped me back in high school, so I can't wait to talk about that.
You talked about that a little bit, but I didn't know the details of it.
Yeah, so I'm very excited for that date. That's going to be a fun one.
Okay. And on that note, thank you, Eric, for joining me today. So we'll look forward to seeing us around the table again.
Excellent. Thanks for having me. Have a great day, everyone. Cheers.
This podcast is powered by the Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan. If you're looking to start a podcast for your business or personal use, look no further than Mitt TV. They can get you access to equipment, a production engineer, and can even edit your podcast. That's all right here at Mitt TV of Romeo, Michigan, and you can contact them right now via email at mitt.tvromeo@gmail.com. That's mitt.tvromeo@gmail.com.